When you get into our course, the first thing that you see is our course homepage. And I'll be honest, this is not a page that I use to communicate information to you, right? This page is kind of like window dressing. It just looks pretty, it consolidates information, but sometimes it doesn't have everything, right? It's just kind of like a pretty welcome. But I've rearranged this page to have a few things on it that you might find interesting. Number one, my email is here to remind you that you should not use this email up here, right? Brightspace messaging is not great, and I would prefer if you emailed me, just direct me to my FLCC email. If we scroll down, over here on the right, here's another important piece of information. These are the information to the SUNY Online Support Services. And check out their extended hours, which are great. We do have an FLCC IT help desk. It has not as extensive hours as this, but if you don't get success with one, you can always create a support request for the other. Over here on the left, right now there are no announcements because the semester hasn't officially started, but when it does, there will be announcements here. I have another video explaining to you how to dismiss, reinstate, or bookmark announcements, so you might want to view that. If we scroll down, there is a description of me that gives you really no information. But over here on the left, what's important is that these little tiles, they basically list the big chunks of the class. So when I think of this class, I think of welcoming you. I think of informing you about all of the rules and schedules of the class. I think about all of the things that we need for lecture, all of the things that we need for lab, and all of the things that you need to be working on right now for memorizing structures of bones. We'll get to these extra credit quizzes in a moment. Now, you can click on any of these tiles and it will bring you to a listing of web pages for the lectures, a listing of web pages for the labs. If you click on the eye on any of these tiles, it gives you a little description. Here's where you can find materials relating to our labs. Here's where you can find materials relating. It gives you a little description of extra credit quizzes. I've always required this, right? So it does give you a little bit of information if you're unsure what each of these tiles contains. Now, I can just click on this and it will take me to the course outline. And as you can see here, this is where all of the guts of the course are. Now, many people are like, but if I want to find another part, like if I wanted to find that place where you had all of the lecture stuff, do I have to go back to the course homepage and then click on lectures? No, because when you click on any of these tiles, what it does is it routes you to this link, content. So when I clicked on that tile that brought me to the course outline, it basically brought me to a place in this link called content. And if I want to go anywhere else, like if I want to go to the place where all the lecture material was, notice how that stuff is listed over here on the left. And I think sometimes we miss the fact that this says table of contents up here, right? So you have to kind of think of your class maybe like a file folder or a filing cabinet or a series of web pages that then have subsections. But as you notice, once you clicked on one of those tiles from the course homepage, it actually brought you into the useful place of the course. And getting back to the start of this video, that's why the course homepage is simply for display. You can't see grades. You can't see what's assigned, right? All you can see is what's important information that I've sent out and access points. That's what this course homepage provides you, is access points.